Hi, everybody. This is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady and your coach, with another tip. In the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of thinking of how judgmental I am, and I'll give you some examples. When I think of, and this is difficult to say because this is the truth, when I see certain men, for example, that might be slightly overweight, I quickly judge them and say I would probably wouldn't date them. Wow. I'll give you another example. When I see somebody who is quiet or timid, or is very quiet, appears to be timid, I think to myself, I probably wouldn't want to hang out with her because she's not fun enough. Last night at the football game, I was sitting next to a lady who had long, dark brown hair. She was a good looking woman. And I looked at her going, she's pretty good looking. And I started thinking of years ago when I had dark brown hair and how I was looked at differently, or how men would approach me. And I started thinking, I wonder if I should dye my hair again. Isn't that something? I leaned over to my friend and I said, have you noticed that because of my hair, because of your hair color, you're looked at differently? So all of these examples, real examples, are there to show you that we judge people, we assume things of people so quickly without even getting to know them. The example I gave you about the men who might have been overweight, I look at myself and I have I have some weight, and I'm active and I try to maintain my weight. But if I would think that somebody would look at me thinking, God, she's too overweight for me, I would I would probably be so offended, and I would probably think, get to know me, you know? So how quick do we judge? And I guess that's the whole point of this video today, is to get you to think of these thoughts that we have about other people, and how oftentimes these thoughts are inaccurate. They're judgments that we make. And, I think it's almost like one of these, hate to say, natural things, or it's our default as a human being to look at other people and already pose an impression on these people, on you, for example. And while at the same time, people are doing the same to me. And I'm noticing that, yeah, I've got gray hair, white hair, but I'm so much more than that. And so is everybody else. So I guess the tip is to be more compassionate, be mindful of the thoughts that we have about others, about ourselves, and simply be a witness of these thoughts. Don't pass any judgments on the thoughts, because I believe it's the judgments that get us into trouble. It's the judgments that prevent us from getting to know someone. It's the judgments that when I have a judgment on me, that makes it that I think other people view that way as well, and that I don't feel so good about myself. So I'm suggesting to be mindful of the thoughts and simply be a witness to them. Let them come and let them go. But if you're definitely thinking of getting to know somebody, wanting to get to know somebody, start with that. Start with an invitation. Start with asking questions and going out with them, going dating with them. Because oftentimes these first impressions, first meaning micro impressions that we get, are often false. And I'm also going to suggest to spend time looking at the other person, looking at their eyes. Now, I know it's challenging to look at someone's eyes all the time, but every now and then, look at their eyes and connect with that person. You will start seeing the true person that they are. I'll give you an example of things, something that happened to me years ago. I was dating somebody, and I remember looking at him and him looking at me, and we're looking at each other in their eyes, in each other's eyes. And for that brief moment, when I was looking at his eyes, I felt I saw him as as a spirit, as a soul. It was really weird, but I connected and I almost saw right through the eyes where he seemed to be just a gentle, kind, fun person, probably who he was as a child. So that experience really taught me that when we look at somebody's eyes, there's something, I don't know what it is, it's spiritual, something that provides us with some idea, knowledge, insight into who this person really is. So there's a couple of tips for you. I hope that you have a great day and get out there and connect with people. And I'm talking to myself here as well. Those thoughts that we have, let them go and get out there and connect. Have a good day. Bye-bye.